that there's been rumblings backstage about wanting to hear a train story.
You're gonna need this. Hold on, Mike. Robbie,
We want to hear the train story as it should be told. I was not there because I was not invited. But I like to live vicariously through a friendship that you and Ass Face forge.
Please call me Ass.
And a train system that you shut down.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
On that tragic day in May,
Whenever it was. Here's the thing.
2012.
The train story has been told by me to great jocularity, and it's
told by me
as a real snooze fest, the Jared version. But what we've never had, either one of us, Jared, is the only true eyewitness to the whole thing. Jen Padalovers. We've never had the woman who witnessed the carnage, who saw it all go down, who may have a different and maybe more accurate perspective on the whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to hear the actual story for the first time.
I've told you the story.
Yeah, she hasn't mentioned the story. I've heard Jerk Face 1 and 2 tell the story.
Wow, you're really about the faces. It's insulting to the faces. Ass face, shirt face.
Really? So,
Jared and Rich.
you guys are on a train together. You two are planning a trip, and you say,
No, okay.
let's ask poor old Rich to come with
We're
us.
having a romantic vacation.
We were trying to before.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Already the story is way wrong. For starters, how many of you have heard the train story? How many of you want to hear the train story? So, wow, lights are on. When a million years ago we were doing a convention and I was by myself
In Birmingham.
They were traveling and they were gracious enough, as a couple, having a lovely time. They were gracious enough to see sad sack Dick Spade traveling by himself.
Translation. Time out. We're going to do this a lot. Translation. We talked, unfortunately, openly about going to Amsterdam. And somebody went, "Can I come?"
That is not true! Just because I'm drinking a beer made in Amsterdam.
It's not true.
I might have invited Dick Spade.
Okay. I'm going to interpret.
Oh, snap!
Hey, I'm going to interpret that.
Because-
The conversation was, I'm going to invite Richard, and he's like, no, and she's like, he's going to say no. He's going to get it.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. You don't get a color commentary. For those people who are at home, me 1, him 0 so far.
Are you using a timeout?
No.
I'm using another timeout.
You can't use all your timeouts.
That's 2 of 3.
I get 10. I'm big.
Timeouts aren't done
In
by
all
size.
fairness, he is Sam. And so,
Sam.
that's the reason we're here.
Winchester.
Oh, way to play in the house.
So Jen said, I'm going to invite Richard. He goes, no. And she says, he's going to say no.
You're making this up. You weren't there.
I was absolutely there.
We're asking.
He was. I remember.
Hold on. I want to ask Jen Pedleggy. Jen, did you ask, hoping / thinking I would say no? Because this is going to be awkward.
No. I was being polite. And
In other words, she thought he was going to say no. And he said, well, yes, I do want to come.
Romantic trip to Amsterdam. Where do I sign? All right, so maybe
so we got on this boat, which was like, I think we didn't realize that it was going to be this overnight sort of excursion.
No, because that also doesn't exactly sweeten the pot for you guys. They were taking an overnight romantic boat to Amsterdam with a stateroom
Wait, a boat?
Yes.
and me.
A boat? Where did the train come in?
Just you and your girlfriend.
Hey, Robbie, listen to the story.
Boat.
Well, we would take. Okay, wait. So
We turned a stateroom into a spate room. Boom.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Rotterdam.
This is really
I don't remember.
We took a boat to Rotterdam.
Boat to Rotterdam and then train.
To Amsterdam. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Put the dams in
In
there.
In
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Now, I don't know what.
And I was the only one who partook in Amsterdam, if you get what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. You mean enjoyed the sights?
Yes.
You asked the wrong Benedict Spade to go with you.
So, we get on the train, and I'm sitting on the train, and these gentlemen asked to, do we need to skip back?
Well, we'll do one quick skip back. So Spade, I don't know if he's told you, but he was in Band of Brothers.
He's just saying that to be a jerk. Because
Wow, Jared, they already know. You must have mentioned
it's
it.
not even a sequitur. It's not even a nonsense. You're just an asshole.
So Spade goes like this. Guys, Nashville, I was in Band of Brothers. But lady, why don't you go onto the board and go get a table for us? Myself and your boyfriend have the bags.
Okay.
She's like, all right.
Well, we really have 2 minutes in
So
this.
it's his fault that the bags.
Wait a minute. Let me start with something.
Yes.
This is important. A lady should never carry her own luggage. I stand behind that. I'm a gentleman, so suck it. Number two, I don't know, this is something you may not know about the Padalovers, but the phrase traveling light is not one that's ever utilized when speaking of them on the road.
Hey
It's
guys,
just
you know,
not.
point Spade.
Yeah, point Spade.
No. In all fairness, he had 3 checked things. We had 2 each.
Oh, you had one was a guitar. You're gonna penalize a man for a guitar? I didn't bring 9 like you bring socks.
We were
He brings an odd number. Yes, that was on purpose.
we were gone for like 4 weeks.
You were not gone for 4 weeks.
Jared had his mattress, but she can't leave with home without.
She says yes. But you did not. You had 4 bags. Listen, you pack whatever you want. You're a national treasure. You have no business packing 2 giant bags.
All right, so lots of bags.
In all fairness, one quick demonstration. For me, one of my shirts is like 4 of Richard's shirts.
That is true. That's
A
factually
long
true.
fabric. My shoe, big.
In fairness, I ended up sleeping in his shoe on the boat. It was. It came in very handy. So.
That is scientifically been proven.
Then
So.
between the 2 of us, we should technically even out, I guess.
Okay, so they're on the train. So you can get on the train. Wow.
Oh, Jim Padalovers picks a side. I don't know, Robbie.
I don't know either. I
Point 2.
time out myself. Like,
Okay, so now we're getting to Jim's part of the story. We're now on the train. We're loading up bags, and like gentlemen, we allow the super high lady to get on the train first.
I have to admit, real quick, I've heard the story 10,000 times. I've never heard that you were stoned while that. That makes a lot more sense. I'm just saying, man. The story suddenly makes complete sense.
It was like Jared and I were traveling with Janis Joplin. I mean, she was out to lunch, hanging by a thread. I mean, it was dark days. It was like White Rabbit was playing, and swirling images were going by. The doors move. They close. So freaking me out.
Okay, so we set the scene. She's high as a freaking
Hide the kite, man.
Sit down, here's my seat. I sit down.
Okay.
You're shortening your part of the story.
Alright.
You gotta talk to
Hey
the
guys.
microphone.
They're loading up the luggage and they sit down and I look up and I say, where's my luggage?
That's exactly right. You go, where's the Toomey? Or is the silver bag, right?
The gray bag.
Okay, bag. And you literally look at one, she's the only one. Hi. Be damned. She's the only one who counts the bags. You and I like going, right, mission accomplished. We sit down. And she's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's
the bag, guys? And
We're like,
so
oh.
Jared stands up and goes, oh, and he goes outside.
Backstory really quick. This is important. Like,
This is basically a dinner party at the Padalovers' house.
No, because this is important. Osama bin Laden had just been killed like a week earlier. And so it was like 2 weeks earlier or something. And so like all of the news channels are like, hyper, like burning red alert.
Are we sure that was? I don't think it was. I don't think he'd been killed. I don't think it was. It was captured. Good
Whatever it was.
that.
I thought this was before that.
It was before that. Listen.
Precisely. The point is, the world was on like burning red alert.
He was close to
So, like,
11.
if you put your McDonald's bag out, some guys run over like.
Yeah. It was not a good time to
It's
leave
sort
an
of a
abandoned
world
bag.
where you don't want to like pull any red flags.
You don't want an abandoned bag on a train
On a
platform.
moving train per se.
Because they really care to do it.
They were like, wow, there's a bag, man.
So Woodstock had just sat down. She decided I can't find a bag.
Hey guys, my bag's gone. Where's my bag? And they both stand up because they're both very chivalrous.
And the heroes of the story say,
We go over like you would. We look out the window. There it is in the platform. We walk towards the doors to go get it. The doors go.
By the way, that's me knocking, and this is Richard. Keep knocking. Good.
I never touched your bottom. I never touched your bottom. That's not true. Don't make it dirty. You know what? I don't remember getting groped on the train. I remember that.
No, it's true.
so he say good job knocking on the door.
I'm no longer enjoying this mime.
This is Richard. You're doing good, Jared. I got your back.
No, just that you leapt ahead to the actual part where I retreated. So the doors close. They close. They're gone. They're still closed.
No,
You don't open them.
No, but the train starts to go.
Oh, the train.
The girl shows up. The lady shows up. So I'm knocking. Rich is behind me like, yeah, doing good. Knock lower.
That's not.
Rich is like, yeah, that's gonna do it. That's not gonna open it, Richard. I'm knocking.
Maybe we knock hard enough.
And then like nothing's opening up, and so there were some buttons on the wall. Y'all have all been on like Euro trains? Yeah, Euro trains. There's like a red button and a.
We're in Europe. I think they've been on Euro trains. You know what they call Euro trains here? Trains. You know what they call Thai food in Thailand? Food.
But this is the important part of the story. They're buttons.
They're buttons. And so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna push this green button, which usually opens the doors. I push the green button and it doesn't open. Like, okay, red button. It doesn't
Has the
open.
train started to move yet?
No,
No.
There's a lady that she walks by and she sees that the luggage is standing next to her.
on this side, she's over here. She's on this. She's on the platform.
She'll be late.
So she walks over.
She walked here. Hey, she walked over from here.
People do not have all. This lady walks over here.
Jared, what's she skipping?
And she goes,
Because she's weird. Here's what like. Here's the thing, and
And she looks at Jared, and I'll do it to the camera, and she goes. As in, what the F do you want me to do about it, Broheim?
and
now the train starts to move. Oddly, Jim's seat stayed stationary because she was so high.
so I turned to them.
Man, the train's moving, man. The train's moving, man. It's moving out. Oh my God.
So you turned to them and you said,
So I turned to them calmly. I'm sitting in the chair and they're panicking like, whoa. I'm just sitting in the chair and I'm like, it's cool.
I mean, folks, this is the part of the story that we have not heard yet. These two a-holes overreacting.
the words were. It's just stuff, man.
I think you're kind of funny.
So,
It's just stuff. We're going to stop and you know what? I'll go back. I'll get the bag.
All true.
Fine.
We're gonna stop.
she said, message. We would go back to the next time. She injected logic in a process where we felt logic didn't belong. So we go back
to that was
when we vetoed her idea, which was the strong one. We go back to the door and we pushed all the buttons. At this point, we're in nervous mode, and I go.
Godzilla comes out.
Well, I go. I say, there's one more button we haven't hit, but it's behind plexiglass. And Onk over here goes.
Y'all see the doors? There's like, I think it's glass. It's not plexiglass.
You do know these are Europeans. Again, we're train-taking people.
It's like Euroglass.
You guys ever been in a car and there's a thing in the front and it steers the car? It's called a steering wheel.
It's a Euro wheel. It's a Euro steering wheel.
So there's a thing
real quick, at the point where this was happening, how fast were we going? Was it just
we're cruising. We're starting to move. We're going.
So we're going. We're going.
For a minute. Yeah. 100.
And so I see this. Oh, we forgot the one thing where we both go before this happens. Jared goes.
You go that way.
And we went and he went to that end of the train, and we're going to demonstrate our stride length that are slightly different. He went that way. I went this way.
Jared went 10 cars down.
Came back. He said, "There's no one at that end of the train."
There's no one at that end of the train.
No one's driving the train. He's screaming over me. I'm screaming into his chest.
And Jim's like, we're on tracks, dude.
I can see your screams, man. I smell them. And now,
How am I the voice of reason?
you're the high voice of reason, everybody just chill. So now there's a plexiglass button, and I say,
And I'm like, why are you breathing so funny?
do we do steps? There's a button behind plexiglass, but it's behind plexiglass, so I guess we can't do anything with that. And off the caveman goes, cut. Bloody your knuckles.
Glass breaks. My hand is bleeding.
Yeah.
Glass breaks, and I sort of like scratch it out. I'm like, well, shit, I broke the glass. I push the button.
By the way, kids at home, I do not want you to live by the motto, I've broken the glass, I'm not going to push the button. But I do want you to make a t-shirt out of it now.
And we don't ever ride a train.
There are laptops that are just like,
Oh yeah. Drinks. Meanwhile,
This is where I go.
trip of
I
her
don't
life.
know them. I don't know them.
Or when you going, wine glass just flew by. The Nele news.
It's overnight.
can
This is
fly.
two sides and then the truth. I thought I was supposed to.
I dig your story more now. I like it.
I want to hear that.
Jim's like, hey guys, that thing just blew.
Oh my God, I'm so
I like that. Our story is like we're telling this active story. Meanwhile, in scene 13C.
Meanwhile, I'm in Germany and waiting for a train.
This ain't the Oscar.
Waiting for a train.
Yeah.
Stops. Are we not in Germany? No, sorry, all trains stop.
In all of Europe.
All of Europe must stop. Are we there?
Who was that, man?
So, needless to say, we ruined all of your vacations. We're leaving the stage right now so you can say goodbye to these people, but that is your train story. You're welcome.